Hello, welcome to another edition of Berserk and Nasty. I'm here with my boy Charles after
What's happening?
a great day of festivities yesterday with
Yes,
paintballing and go-karting.
Yes,
All this
sir.
hell yeah, I got it all on. Rebecca had a better angle, dude. I had my little body cam when I was doing the go-karting. It was looking like straight up like that. I was mad as hell. I thought about just leaning in like that, but anyway.
Rebecca got a better angle.
Right. So it's gonna be kind of a. I mean, it's gonna go over basics and all that stuff, and we'll start off. Jesus Christ! When we got home, college football was chaotic. Start off with the basics here. We got some. I'm surprised that college teams even play on Tuesdays. I don't know how the hell that works.
I think it's only the MAC.
Is it really only the MAC teams?
Yeah, because I think they division just that week.
Okay. I mean, it feels weird because you got these three teams that play, and then if you scroll down a bit, you got you got Bowling Green that was playing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Where was it at? Right here. Yeah, Bowling Green and Ball State. What the hell? Oh shit. It's Milk Dud! What's up?
What's up? How was the party?
Go ahead, Charles. I'll let you.
It was live. It was pretty fun. The only thing I didn't like about it was the paintball.
Yeah, paintball made no fucking sense.
What? They shot your black ass?
No, it was just a waste of money because you only get like 10 seconds, bro. Once you get shot, you out.
That's so
10
stupid.
seconds. That's the biggest ripoff I've ever seen. What the hell?
Yeah, in like airsoft, you can respawn at any time. You just have to go to your spawn. It's so fucking dumb. Full throttle, you might want to fix that.
I'm glad I didn't go. I would have been pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Go-karting was pretty fun though. That's about it.
The go-kart.
I know go-kart was.
Oh, Michael sent the results. He got results from his email about like our fast times and whatnot.
Really?
Yeah, on God. I'll have to send. I'll drop a screenshot for you.
Speaking of Michael, I have to stop by his place and get those Christmas gifts he was talking about.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get.
I just got so much going on right now. That's why I couldn't really attend. I don't want to tell y'all what happened to me right now. I'll wait until after I get the situation handled.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it now, especially you know what happens when people peek into your personal life on these streams. Boogie
I wouldn't say it on stream, obviously.
Yeah, like Boogie 2988. Yeah, you'll have to explain to me in a voice.
Let's just say it's some bullshit from back when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. I was a fan. I was a fan.
But I won't say.
Go ahead, Charles. Sorry about that.
I was a fan of Boogie when he was doing the Francis videos.
Right.
Is he still doing YouTube?
Who's that?
Boogie.
Boogie. Yeah, you don't. I'm gonna let you guys look that up for yourself because it's a fucking story. I'm just gonna say that. Let's just say you never want to fake cancer. You never want to fake cancer these days. Let's just say that. That is the lows that these motherfuckers will go to. That's why we call them locals. Anyway, speaking of locals, what the fuck, Indiana? What the fuck? I thought you guys had it in the bag. You guys started off great, and it just went to shit. What happened? I don't know.
Actually, I know y'all was at the party, but I was watching the women's college basketball. Dude, Notre Dame was whooping USC like crazy. I was getting weak.
I saw that.
They was both undefeated too. It's like USC. It's like they wasn't even trying.
Oh, Charles, you see?
And then the one girl, she kept missing all her shots. I'm like, why are they giving her the ball?
That's just women's. Did you see UC basketball? Well, he's muted. He's muted. That's why. UC basketball is undefeated.
Yeah, they steadily moving up in the ranks.
Right.
Anyway, I bet they play Xavier.
Shit. You know, that's gonna be a good game.
For some reason, they cannot beat Xavier.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear that. Oh shit! I forgot to pull up. Hold on. Let me do something here. I did promise we were going to talk more about NBA and NFL here. I mean NHL. I'll pull up these standings real quick. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then NHL. Sorry. I had it listed on the thing. I didn't put it in my fucking description, though. Ain't that about a bitch? Anyway. Let's continue. So, of course, Ohio State beat Indiana 38-15. I don't think they're going to drop out of the playoffs, honestly. Minnesota. I was really pulling for Penn State to get fucking gobsmacked finally. And I don't get my wish. Fuck you, football gods. Penn State wins 26-25.
What you got against Penn State?
They're overrated as fuck. They are overrated as fuck.
Sound like somebody else I know. Sound like another team that I know.
Anyway.
So you feel the same way I feel about Ohio State?
All right. Notre Dame
I'll talk about the NFL, but I'll talk about a team that kiss ass to the NFL.
Yeah. All right. Notre Dame beats Army 49-14. We'll save the NFL rants for when we get to this.
Oh, shit.
We'll get to this game momentarily. Miami beats Wake Forest. Florida beats those fucking bastards at Ole Miss. 24-17. Georgia beats UMass, the independent team your grandma should not know about. Boise State, Jetsy's getting beat up really bad, but they were able to hang on. 17-13 is the score there. SMU, 33-7. They have already clinched the ACC championship game. That's great. Just in their first season, you got to give that guy Coach of the Year, whoever that is, or the dude from Indiana. I'd be okay with either. We'll get to BYU and Arizona State momentarily, and this game as well. Kansas running game just utterly smashed Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Kansas wins 37-21.
They was cheating. They was cheating.
How the fuck were they cheating when the ball was being crammed down their throat?
Did you see the way Shedeur? Did you see the way he got hit?
I've seen it. Oh, you mean the one part where he got like hit low? Yeah, that one. I fucking disagreed with that. That was some shit. I agree with you, Charles. That was some shit. I'm surprised they didn't call a penalty for that.
Yeah, he should have been kicked out the game at least.
I think, yeah, it should have been at least ejected for the rest of the game. Clemson, South Carolina, Iowa State, Missouri get their wins. Illinois wins an absolute classic with 4 seconds left against Rutgers. A couple of the other scores. Looks like Syracuse and UConn had it close. DJ Ukulele finally got his second win, guys. Hey, let's get a round of applause to the meme lord known as DJ Ukulele. Yeah. Give him his fruits and then shove him up his ass afterwards. Anyways, TCU beats Arizona. That's who Cincinnati faces next week. Speaking of Cincinnati.
Just one more. All they need is one more.
One more win. Do they have to suck someone off to get that one win? I swear.
So they did win. I didn't think Cincinnati won.
No, they didn't win.
They lost again?
Look at the score.
I ain't even on my computer. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, okay. Okay,
damn, Cincinnati, what the? Oh man, y'all wilding.
That's all they need is one more. They might not. They probably get like a super boring bowl game, but at least you'll get one.
Right. LSU beat Vanderbilt. Air Force. Let's talk about the Air Force Nevada game. I'm going to pull up these stats here. Fuck your ad.
With Nespresso.
Shut your fucking whore mouth, bitch.
Only Air Forces I know is one.
Okay. Okay, guys. So get this straight. Air Force beats Nevada, right? 22-19. What is the stat line right here? What is the stat line? Go ahead. Answer.
Who is that? Is that their quarterback?
Yeah.
Whose quarterback is that?
Air Force's quarterback. Look at that.
Oh, and they still won.
Bro, he ain't scoring no yards, no touchdowns on that. What the hell?
0 passing yards.
Would he get injured or something?
Right. What's that?
Did they even put him in the game?
No, he was in the game. But just look at this stat.
Man,
67 running plays and only 3 passes.
Wow.
0 yards passing. And they won. That's the first time it's ever happened. It's the first.
Wow.
Like, that's like something you would see on Madden, probably.
Yeah.
That is retarded.
That's crazy.
Fuck you, Dark.
Wait, I thought Pittsburgh was ranked. What happened?
Pittsburgh kind of fell off after that game against SMU.
How many games did they lose?
They've just been losing left and right. So let's talk about the 3 games in general here. We'll start off with this one. Arizona State upsets BYU. It is a very, very close game. BYU is trying to get a chance, a prayer on the final drive. It's intercepted. It's going the other way. It's like their second upset of the season, except for over Utah, right? And they hold on to the ball, right? And this is where shit gets chaotic, okay? This is where shit just really hits the fan. You got the fans all excited. 7 seconds left. Arizona State, they just hurl the ball out to run the clock out, right? Congratulations. They've all won. Everybody starts storming the field. It's all crazy. It's a great win for the program. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? They had 1 second left. Oh, I could send. Okay. Yeah, dude, I could bring you on, Tyler. How you guys feel about special guests on this podcast?
What? The more the better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he more welcome.
So, hell yeah. Tyler, I will send you that when we get to that topic. Absolutely. So
wait a minute. Let me get this straight. It was 1 second on the clock.
Yes. And the fans had already stormed the field because they thought the game was over. It took 13 minutes for look at everybody just fuck. We gotta go back. We already tore down the goalposts. Let's put it.
It's like the second time. It's like the second time that's happened in college football history.
Yeah, because the first time I saw it happen was Baylor against Oklahoma the year
that the infamous the band is on the field. The band is on the field.
Oh, that was Stanford and Cal years ago. The first time I ever saw it in an actual game, it was Baylor against Oklahoma. This is the year that Cincinnati wound up making the college playoff, and they needed Oklahoma to lose. One of the things.
Speaking of college football, how would y'all feel of going to one? Like going to an actual game? I'm saying, how would y'all feel like going to a college football game? Like if we all just went to one.
Me and Ian have been talking about going to the Wisconsin games, but we should go to UC sometime. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm down.
100%.
I'm down.
Look at it. They're trying to put the goalposts back up. All right, hey guys, we fucked up. Let's put our goalposts back up. God damn it.
That's
All
comedy.
right, so 1 second left. BYU, of course, they're going to get a Hail Mary down the field. It's close, but not good enough. Arizona State wins the game, and everybody goes back onto the field.
That's crazy.
They should really ban storming the field, though. They should really ban that.
It's kind of hard to do that. Like, in games like soccer and like Brazil, you can understand it because they can get like the National Guard involved and all that shit. With here in America, it's like difficult to do, like to put the resources out.
You got all them goddamn people. You think you're gonna stop all them damn people from running on the field? Think about it.
It's been no many times when players have been injured.
Oh, speaking of fucking okay, I don't know. Do we want to talk about Justin Trudeau and how? Did anyone hear about that? So I'll save it in case we. All right, so Texas A&M takes on Auburn. The point I was trying to make up is like Montreal was like burning because of like protests and shit. In the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, was at a Taylor Swift concert.
Of course he was.
On fucking God.
Of course he was. I
have the article pulled up if anyone wants to talk about it. But
thank God Justin ain't in here. Thank goodness.
Oh God, we would never hear the end of it.
Man. Thank goodness he ain't.
But anyway, Auburn and Texas A&M going into overtime. It's a chaotic game. I had stopped watching college because I was tired from like the events that happened and all that like that day. But they told me it was going to overtime. I'm like, okay, fuck it, we'll go back down. But it goes into 4 overtimes, right? So we get this one, Texas A&M ball. There they go. They're juking out players. Muscle, touchdown, Texas A&M. Next thing you know, Auburn gets the ball. They're going to run it. Peyton Thorne down the side. Up. We got a flag for pass interference. Obviously, look at that hold. Grabbing a bunch of jersey there. 2nd and goal here. Peyton Thorne. Option. Touchdown, Auburn. 38-38. They trade field goals in 2nd overtime. Then we get to the 3rd overtime. We're kind of speedballing this. Because like I said, first off, this field goal barely makes it. Texas A&M's attempt, incomplete. Oh, God. What the hell? WWE. This podcast is not sponsored by WWE, I swear.
It's such good shit.
It's such good shit, goddammit. But Auburn's 2-point conversion, they do a rollout, and it was not going to go anywhere. So we get to the 4th one. Auburn gets the ball for the 4th overtime. Peyton Thorne drops back, throws this absolute beauty. They get 2 points, 43-41. Let's see if I can get a replay. Oh my God, look how dark that stadium's getting. Peyton Thorne, whoop! Oh, that's just a good reach there. And he held on to the ball. Texas A&M, this is their last chance. Shamira Strider is having a heart attack right now. God bless her soul. They try to do the Philly special. Nope, denied. Auburn wins 43-41. If they win the Iron Bowl next week, they will be bowl eligible. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Horton hears a who, as Mudahar always says.
Get the fuck out of here, Horton hears a who.
I had to talk shit. Oklahoma beats Alabama. When we talk the most shit about Oklahoma, they come by and they do us all a favor. They beat the shit out of Alabama. They don't just beat them. They murder this team with a good rushing game. As you see here, Xavier Robinson, 1 yard. And whoop, there he goes. We got ourselves a touchdown. 17-3 is the score.
That probably make good old JR happy.
Well, probably. You know that for a fact.
I always wanted some JR's barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I should buy some JR barbecue sauce in honor of it. So, Milroe drops back the pass, intercepted his 3rd interception of the game. Actually, this might have been his 2nd. Look at this man go. There's a reason that he is on the thumbnail. Yeah. There's a reason why.
Barbecue sauce.
I'm not a big fan of barbecue sauce, but you know what? For good old JR, I'll take some. Anyway, that's the reason why number 10 is on the thumbnail of this video. It's this interception right here. Touchdown. Congratulations. You made it to the thumbnail of Berserk and Nasty alongside John Moxley. Nice little interception there. We ended off. Oh, bobbled. Oh, intercepted again.
Damn, Alabama got their ass whooped. Damn.
And special shout out to the boy Wheels for the.
Yeah, it's safe to say the Nick Saban era is over with.
Well, the Alabama domination era is over with.
Yeah, it's over with. Unless they start banning players again.
Thank goodness.
Jesus Christ, Tyler.
Thank goodness.
Oh, the Boomer Sooner. Yeah, we love good old Jim Ross. Good old JR.
One of the best commentators ever in wrestling history. Him and Jerry the King.
Yeah. So it looks like the Rams and the Eagles
Michael Cole ain't too bad either.
Cole ain't too bad. Have you seen his 6-pack? Dude, that dude is fucking jacked for a commentator.
He got a 6-pack?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I didn't know he had a 6-pack.
Dude, let me see if I can look up this image.
No homo.
Dude, I think it was Tyler that actually showed
you know
me
who funny. You know who funny as hell on commentary. When he hear Trick Williams.
All right.
Fucking Booker T.
Booker T. Dude, look at that. That boy is jacked.
He is jacked. Ain't he like 50-something?
He was like, yeah, how old is he?
I think he is in his 50s. Or close to it.
Age 55 years old. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's 55. OG. That's OG status.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was looking at that picture.
He been around since Attitude Era.
Ventura was a good commentator. As much as I don't like him as a human being, I love the guy. His commentary work. Anyway, Vikings beat the Bears.
That right there is game of the year.
That is game of the year, you think?
Yeah, I think it's game of the year so far. Vikings versus Bears. Just go back and watch the last 22 seconds of it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Oh, I have to differ. Like that game between the Cowboys and the Redskins, that looked really good. Lions and Colts beat. Lions are now have 10 wins. Dolphins beat the Patriots or the Gatriots, whatever floats our boat here.
Ain't looking too bad out there.
Yeah, it's just the NFC East is the AFC East is a shithole right now. Buccaneers beat the Giants. Oh my God! What? Okay, Charles, did you watch this game? You have to tell me what the hell happened.
I watched the ending of it.
What the fuck? How do you get? How many points is that? 41 points in one quarter. What the fuck?
Missed opportunities. Like they would have won the game if it wasn't for the missed extra points.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right here. Commander's Miracle comeback falls short after Cyber's missed extra point. Chiefs win another one, a close one to the Panthers of all teams. Are you kidding me? Texans lose to the Titans. Broncos, they're somewhat really good this year. They beat the Raiders. I actually watched a little bit of this game while I was cooking my meal right here. I got me some bacon, pork chops, and eggs going on right here. And I was cooking that, and I just saw... Dude, wasn't Brandon Allen the backup to Joe Burrow at one point?
Yeah, he was.
Got gobsmacked. 38-10. And then Seahawks and Cardinals, those games are always close. Oh, my God. When that snow started falling, man, the Browns beat the shit Steelers. Right when the fucking things are snowing.
Yeah.
So that is it for your NFL scores. We go over to the MLS. The MLS Playoffs. Red Bulls New York wins 2-0. They're going to the conference finals. Seattle beats LAFC 2-1. LA Galaxy with my boy Marco Royce wins 6-2 over Minnesota, and then you got Orlando beating Atlanta 1-0. So you basically have a tale of, in this area you have the New York Red Bulls and Orlando, the two underdog teams in the Eastern Conference, going up against some pretty good competition in Seattle and LA Galaxy. I kind of want to see how that plays out. Now on to this part. Tyler's probably dreading this part right here. Full Gear. He did the whole watch party while I was out shooting paintballs and watching college football. Private Party retained their tag titles. MJF beats Roderick Strong. Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, beats Chris Statlander. Jay White, my boy Switchblade, baby. Beat my dad's favorite wrestler, Hangman Adam Page. I'm going to get hate for saying that. Kyle Fletcher beat Will Ospreay. Daniel Garcia is the new TNT champion after beating Jack Perry, the scapegoat. Konosuke Takeshita defeated Ricochet to retain the international championship. And then Bobby Lashley with his Hurt Syndicate defeated Swerve Strickland with Prince No Nuts by technical submission. And then John Moxley retains against Orange Cassidy, which the ending, I read up on the ending of that match. That was so fucking weird. There was so much shit going on. And of course, Big Boom AJ beat QT Marshall. Man, what the? Oh my God. Wow, you guys have a presence on the internet because you hang out at Costco 24/7. Good for fucking you, ass clowns. Ugh. Was it? You're shitting me. Are you shitting me? That was the best match? Oh, for fuck's sake. What the? Oh, speaking of. Got ourselves a special guest here. What's up, Dark? How you doing?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Just another day in paradise, as you can see. So we're gonna switch over NBA standings real quick, and then we'll get to like the main stories here. Charles? How the hell are the Cavaliers 16-1?
How? We all know what NBA.
They got a young roster.
They got a young roster. Okay.
Yeah. And they got two people. They got Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen. They got a hell of a roster on there.
Gotcha. And it looks like, of course, the Warriors are back to prominence. And everybody else. Wow, Timberwolves. I mean, yeah. Basically the same teams are dominating like always, except for the 76ers. I knew for a fact that Joel Embiid's performance was going to come back to bite him in the ass. That dude fake as hell. On God. On God. I do not like Embiid.
Why? Because he black?
No, he's the Sidney Crosby of basketball. on God.
Okay.
All right, so a little bit of a highlight for the NHL. Toronto Maple Leafs are in the. Toronto needs to win their division. If they ever want to see a Stanley Cup, they need to win their division. They can't settle for second or third place anymore. You need to win your division.
You know the reason why Toronto's losing lately, right?
Why is that?
Because of the whole Drake and Kendrick beef.
What if that was the whole conspiracy? Oh yeah, Toronto sports suck because Drake sucks. That would be some shit.
I'm just saying.
That would be some shit. I actually would get behind that conspiracy. But the Panthers, of course, they're looking to repeat. Go ahead, Andy. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's another reason why Drake just lost that $500,000 bet that he placed on Mike Tyson.
Dude, don't even
like
get
a
me
dumbass.
started. Don't even get me started on that. Florida Panthers are looking to dominate after their win in the Stanley Cup. New Jersey Devils. All right, number 1. And, of course, Carolina Hurricanes are good. Capitals are back to prominence somewhat, but let's see how the rest of the season plays out. Pittsburgh Penguins are last. Good. They can go fuck themselves. And then the Blue Jackets, after Johnny Gaudreau's death, they're hanging in there. Okay. That's all right. Cool. Winnipeg, look at that. 17-4. What the hell?
Minnesota. How many games do they play in NHL?
The same as basketball, 82. No. Minnesota Wild, of course, they're up there. Nashville Predators are a bit disappointing for me because they got all these stars like Marchessault, Stamkos, and Brady Ski, but
how do you watch their games?
Dude, that's the big thing.
I've legit never seen one on TV.
Now that FanDuel runs their own shit now. Like, they bought out Bally Sports, so now FanDuel has the hockey games. That's so fucking stupid. It depends on where you're at. So, here in Cincinnati, we would get it on FanDuel, which is bullshit.
What you got to download the FanDuel app and watch it?
I think they have their own, like, maybe you can watch it on the app. I don't know. But, the Utah Hockey Club. I forgot.
So here in Cincinnati, we would get the Columbus games?
Yeah. Just as much as we would get the what's it called? The Cavs and the Reds, you know. Vegas, of course, they're in the lead. You know, somewhere I see Tuggs doing her little jumping joy laugh as she drinks a whole thing of Chardonnay. Congratulations, Tuggs. You have your wish for now. Okay. Now that we're done with all this shit. Charles, you were telling me about this.
Yeah. That's going to be pretty dope if Cincinnati does get it.
I think so. You said it's between Cleveland and
Denver.
Luna?
It's between Denver and Cincinnati.
Here's your answer, by the way, Charles.
Oh, you gotta pay $99 for the set on that.
Dude, these subscription services are getting fucking stupid.
Man. You would think they would show it if it was local, but
right.
Why is it not on ESPN?
Mm-hmm. Some games get aired on ESPN.
I guess it depends on the day that the games are.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So Caitlin Clark joins ownership group aiming to bring women's soccer league team to Cincinnati. Women's basketball star Caitlin Clark is joining an ownership group that is aiming to getting a national women's soccer league expansion team to Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati confirmed that the WNBA star Clark has joined Cincinnati bid team in the statement to WLWT, which is basically Cincinnati's NBC affiliate, on Thursday. Okay. The National Women's Soccer League Cincinnati bid team is thrilled that Caitlin Clark has joined our new ownership group in pursuit of bringing a women's professional soccer team to our city. Her passion for the sport, commitment to elevating women's sports in and around the greater Cincinnati region. Let's go! Hell yeah! And influence as an athlete and role model for women and girls around the world make her a vital part of our compelling bid to become the 16th team in the league. A statement from FC Cincinnati.
Yeah. And I'm guessing they would play at FC Stadium.
Oh, you would have to. You would definitely have to. But
that'd definitely be another market, though. I'd go to some of their games.
I'd go. Hell yeah. What about you, Andy? Would you go? I think he's on mic.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean,
hell yeah. And I definitely would be.
I'll go.
Even though I'm not too familiar with their league, but
yeah, like women's sports, it's kind of in a flux right now because you get these posers like Megan Repulsive trying to preach about women's rights and all this other horse shit, and then you got women like Caitlin Clark, Livy Dunn, Amanda Nunes, who put themselves out there to make women's sports entertaining, you know? So it's like a delicate balance. Oh my God! Why? Why? Oh shit! That's so messed up. But yeah. Speaking of, we were just talking about FanDuel and all that. So I shared this tweet out. I saw this on Nerdrotics Discord, and then I shared it with everybody, including RB. Yeah, this is some shit. So I guess there's a guy from BetMGM that does like the sports, of course, and he was talking about, you know, how dominant the Detroit Lions are right now, and how this would work for sports bettors. Unknowingly exposing themselves in the fucking process. They go into this statement, quote, so it's a fascinating story. Yeah, so this is a quote tweet from Ben Fawkes. My latest for The Athletic on the Lions on why a Super Bowl victory for them could prove costly for bookmakers. So this trader named Christian Cipollini. All right. Hold on. I'm about to, because we're about to get to the Dave Meltzer shit. We're going to, all right, Tyler, I sent you the link. Anyway, so to read this quote, they're by far our biggest Super Bowl liability and pretty much our only one at this point. The BetMGM trader Christian Cipollini told The Athletic. Anything inside of 10-1 odds, we don't tend to build crazy liability that we're worried about. But everybody has been on them. At this point, the Lions winning the Super Bowl would be a huge problem for us. If I could remove them from futures, I would. Okay, let's just take a moment to let that comment sink in for a moment. Why the hell would you say that publicly?
Clearly because he's a dumbass, that's why.
Why would you just admitted that you guys manipulate odds? Unintentionally, you just did that. And here's the thing. Whether you people think that the NFL is rigged or not, I have my theories. Everybody else has theirs. The fact that there's a debate going on and you open your mouth saying this shit, you just are reinforcing their opinions at this point. You're reinforcing the conspiracy. Why? Dark, do you ever experience? Have you ever experienced this with, like, you know, I don't know how betting is over in Scotland, you know, when it comes to like the Rangers and Celtic and all that.
Celtic.
Okay. Thank you for. Okay.
Yeah, it's understandable because I know there's a team in America called is it the Celtics?
No, we call them the Celtics. We call them the Celtics. Okay. But most of the time, when we refer to like the people, we always call them Celtic. But at the same time, it's like, have you ever heard someone say this about Rangers FC? You would be a little bit pissed, wouldn't you, Dark?
Sorry, I kind of just zoned back into.
What's that?
So I kind of zoned out when you're talking about it because I didn't realize you were talking about connecting to the football there.
Well, just the fact that, hearing, and I know I'm probably, what's the big thing in like Europe? Is it Bet365?
Ladbrokes, William Hill, Bet365 is kind of big.
Okay.
But I'd say Ladbrokes and William Hill are two of the biggest ones. Then there's Paddy Power. I think that's the kind of mainstream ones, I'd say. And there's like other ones you could probably do as well.
Right. So if you heard like sports bettors say, hey, Rangers FC winning the Scottish Premiership would be bad for us, like sports bettors, you'd be a little bit pissed off and you would be very speculative about the league being rigged, wouldn't you?
Yep. They changed the way odds were after Leicester City won the league. So basically, because it's such a, in their eyes, a non-believable thing. So when Leicester won, a lot of people put on the bet even midway through the season, and they still got a massive payout. Because I know the American odds are different to the UK and maybe some parts of Europe. So they go by like say Leicester was 40-1. So obviously, if you put £1, you get times 40 back.
Right.
And I think so. Over here, they've changed a lot of the way betting's been done, so it's a bit more stingy. It's a bit more pocket picking, if you will. So they've reduced a lot of odds. So say for example, you put down Celtic to win league by 30 points, you'd probably get a good bet for that, or Rangers, but they're not doing that this season. So they're trying to make it very harder for people to win big. It's kind of the same I've seen like some of the UFC and boxing bets. You're talking about Drake. You're talking about Drake, and he puts on like massive bets because the odds are pretty rubbish to like 2 or 3-1 over here. So that's like, yeah. So if he put on five, yeah,
that makes sense.
So yeah, so I don't know what it's like in America in terms of the way they try and balance the underdog amount. If you like to put like for example, if you put like a Floyd Mayweather against a guy who is just starting, like Deji. You remember he faced Deji a few years ago, the YouTuber. So obviously,
I think I know who you're talking about.
So obviously, because Mayweather's one of the best boxers of all time, his record tells you, against Deji, who was he didn't even have a solid amateur record. So obviously, if Deji was to win by say knockout or TKO, it'd be like ridiculous odds in his favor. But for Mayweather to win, it'd be like, if it's Mayweather to win, it'd be a waste of money. You'd have to do like Drake does and spend thousands and thousands of pounds just to get a small profit back. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just really damn, I swallowed my bacon wrong. It's just really weird to be able to say that.
But I feel the opposite though.
What's that? Oh, sorry, Charles.
I said I feel the opposite.
You think this would be? Sorry, I know. But explain a little bit because I don't understand. Like,
because it's basically saying that Detroit wasn't they are not supposed to be winning, and they are winning.
Okay, I could understand that.
So it's basically saying like if the NFL was rigged, this team is not supposed to be winning, so why are they winning? You're costing me money by winning games, which they're doing.
Right.
If they actually continue to keep winning, they're going to lose more money because I guess the Super Bowl, of them winning the Super Bowl, the odds were so low.
That makes sense. But here's the thing about bet. Have you done stocks before? I've personally done stocks. the thing with like stocks is you have to be able to look at everything around you before you make that split decision to put money on something, right? It's kind of like with sports betting. You have to look at what is going on around you. It's kind of like with fantasy football. When you see that one wide receiver whose stats are slowly going up, you want to make a trade to be able to compensate for that to win your league. And I feel like in this situation, it was this person didn't know how the rules went, didn't know how to look at everything through a lens. And I get that the NFL is unpredictable. I mean, we just saw it today where we saw like teams under 500 beating teams that are playoff worthy. I get that. Whereas it's a novelty to have an upset in college. But at the same time, if you're noticing a trend, you have to be able to observe it through a thick lens and be like, okay, you know, the odds are going to be in this team's favor. All the guys on YouTube are saying it. The guys at ESPN are saying it. We need to make our bets, you know, accordingly. And I just think saying this is very negligent to that fact, and it just reinforces the conspiracy that everybody has. You know what I mean? Andy, go ahead. What do you think of this quote?
Honestly, at this point, who gives a fuck what's the conspiracy and whatnot? Like,
yeah,
why can't people watch sports just to watch them?
Right.
We all know how sports are. Yeah, sometimes it can be a bunch of bull crap where they cheat the sport, but not everything is a goddamn conspiracy. Just saying.
So, Tyler, I know you've been mute for the longest. I want to hear your opinion on this before we get to the main topic.
Well, first of all, what's going on, boys? Second of all, I do think the league's rigged to a certain point of view. Here's my argument. If you go and look at the Bengals in the fucking Super Bowl, wasn't it funny the whole game there was not one flag, but the last 5 minutes there was the refs went flag happy, and we got fucked over in the Super Bowl?
I do find that really weird.
He do got a point. I can't even complain about that.
We got fucked over in that game. The entire offensive line for the Rams false started. Not one flag was thrown. My opinion, there was money on the Rams to win because they were in that brand new stadium, SoFi Stadium. They just moved in there that year. Excuse me, and they didn't want us to win.
Well, but you got to remember, it's in LA. That's where a lot of celebrities and famous people live too.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
All the money is gonna be bet on the Rams. They ain't not about to let Cincinnati beat that team down there.
because if we would have beaten them, you would have seen people cry in the streets probably in LA. They let this team. What was the Bengals that year? They were 11 and
they were like 10-7, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. We won the wild card that year. We beat the Raiders, we beat the Titans, and we beat the Chiefs in the AFC game.
Well, also, okay, so if you remember this, right, it was not supposed to be a 3-point game. It was supposed to be 4 points, but they missed an extra point, I think. If I can look. Let me look. Damn! Why is there so much shit? Oh, here we go. Where is it? Oh, no. They went for 2 points. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Because I was going to say, I think that's when Money Mac was called Money Mac when he was actually accurate, not fucking dog shit.
Oh, yeah. But look at that favorite line. Rams by 3.5.
Yep.
And it was technically supposed to be a 4-point game.
Yep.
So
that was my score of the game. I had 27-24. I had us winning by a field goal. That's what I had.
My thing is, why does nobody ever mention that the Bengals should have never been in the Super Bowl in the first place? And I'm a Bengals fan.
No, we had no business doing that, but there was only one guy that made sure it happened. It was Joey B. He had this motherfucker had no offensive line. He took a bunch of scrubs pretty much to the Super Bowl.
Well, nobody's mentioning the fact that the Bengals got away with so many penalties and flags. They got away with so much stuff to get to the Super Bowl. That's how they got there.
Yep. That's true, too.
Well,
he did something Andy Dalton didn't even do, and that was take us to the Super Bowl.
Well, it wasn't just take us to the Super Bowl. It was win a fucking playoff game.
Yeah,
that too.
But and even then, that's not even on Andy Dalton. That's on Marvin Lewis's bitch ass.
I don't know about that one. Andy Dalton breaking his thumb when he was having an MVP type of year and telling everyone that it was God's plan for him to break his thumb in 2015 is pretty fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The next year, AJ Green got injured.
Yep.
And then Jonathan Gresham, didn't he have a massive regression too?
I think so. I think it's when he went to the Cardinals, I believe. Didn't he play for the Cardinals there for a minute?
I believe so.
Yeah, he did.
And then it's crazy because the year after that, that's when Vontaze Burfict did that bullshit.
Yeah, when he fucked everybody up in that. Yeah, when he fucked up AB and Juju Smith-Schuster, I believe.
Oh, I still would have made that fucking hit. I'm sorry. But let me tell you all something. And I said this in a fucking video once. If that was Ray Lewis hitting Antonio Brown like that, you all be sucking his black cock. I would fucking.
Well, even Pac-Man said it. Pac-Man said, I asked him, said, "You okay?" So he looked at me and just smiled. The motherfucker knew he was doing. He was flopping. It's the only thing he did. He flopped.
It's only because Vontaze Burfict been known for doing that all year long, season after season.
Yep. And if you remember, they took out in that game. They took out somebody. Who was it? Was it McCarron? I think, or it was someone big, like in that wild card game.
Oh no, it was Carson Palmer. It was Carson Palmer in that wild card game where the Steelers won the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. Because remember, they had that shot block, and like the guy Palmer had already thrown a ball, and he just fucking shot blocks him and fucks his knee up.
Well, remember remember the game when we played in 2015 when we lost by the field goal when Bo Porter came out and was on the field and he grabbed Kirkpatrick's dreads on the sidelines when that fight broke out.
I remember that. Yeah. My brother was going off about that.
Yeah, dude, he should have never been on that field to begin with.
Fuck Pittsburgh. I've hated Pittsburgh my entire life. I've always been a black and orange.
We called them Shitsburg. That's what we called them.
That's what they are. They are Shitsburg. I got family members. I got family members that fucking suck big dick. Let's see. They suck big dicks. They suck Big Ben's dick. They sucked freaking what was Coward. He's a good coach. I'll give it to Coach Coward. He actually was winner.
Coward was good.
Yeah, I'll give it to the fucker.
Which is more than I can say for fish-eyed.
I mean, they sucked everyone up. Tynes Ward. Oh, Tomlin's a sack of shit.
Dude,
never forget when he tripped that one guy in Baltimore.
Oh my god, that was fucking funny.
He tripped his ass, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't do it on purpose." Oh, dude, right. I don't forget. I don't fucking forget shit, man.
It was Jacoby Jones, I think.
It was someone. It was in Baltimore. I remember that game because I remember watching it. I'm like, this piece of shit.
And he doesn't know how to. And he wouldn't know how to use a challenge flag if his fucking daughter was held up at gunpoint.
No, Mike Tomlin's okay, but I think it's hilarious that he came from UC. I think that's hilarious.
That is fucking funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let's address
one piece of shit to another.
Yeah, a bigger piece of shit than Mike Tomlin. No racism intended, by the way.
I mean, maybe a little bit on my part. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take it.
Okay, so I have to explain this, right? Because a lot of people don't know the context of this situation.
Right.
So I know a lot of people, especially you, Tyler, you and the boys at the Pin Down, who've been very critical of AEW in the past. One of these big guys is, of course, a wrestling legend named Dutch Mantel. For those of you that might know where that name comes from, but it doesn't ring a bell, think of Zeb Coulter, the guy that was accompanying Jack Swagger back in the day when they did the We the People thing.
I try to forget that shit.
Yeah.
Wait, that's that old man who was with Jack Swagger?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
I didn't know.
All American.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's this guy right here.
You gotta say what the lisp to be
I
accurate.
didn't know. Is he still living?
Oh yeah, he's right here. You're looking right at him.
Yeah.
Oh man. I didn't know.
So he's been very critical of AEW because of the storytelling, which is fair.
And as he should. He's an actual former booker of Puerto Rico, and he's actually been in the business for over 50 years, I think. Or over 40 years, I believe.
Oh, yeah. He's known all the types, like Bruiser Brody and Abdul the Butcher. He's worked, like, he's a legend, an unsung hero of the business, basically.
Yep. Behind the scenes, yeah.
So, Dutch here, he's been on a hard time. Well, first off, he's been critical of AEW because of their storytelling. Fair enough. Dutch here, he's been on hard times. He's been sick. His wife has been sick. And his daughter set up a GoFundMe page as a result. Now, Tony Khan...
And I think they lost their house, too, in the hurricane, too, in Florida, I believe.
Did they?
Their house was damaged, too.
Oh, that's fucked up, man. Damn,
so it's been another good couple months for them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, he's been critical of Tony Khan's business. And Tony Khan could have told him to fuck off if he wanted to. But no. Look at this. Largest donors. Tony Khan at $5,000 and Chris Jericho at $1,500 for the daughter's GoFundMe page, which is...
And there's something else that Dave did. He cut out. He also cut out that Jim Cornette and his wife Stacy, even though Jim's a big retard in real life, they donated. I believe they donated $5,000 to $10,000, and they were not mentioned as one of the top donors for Dutch.
Right? Yeah, 5,000. Yeah, I think they even the guy here. What's this dude's name? I don't remember this fuck. Who is this guy?
I just call him British guy. I cannot remember his name for shit.
I call him the British.
I think his name's James something.
Okay. James? Okay. That makes sense. So, this hit piece that you're looking at is from Dave Meltzer. And basically, I'm not going to read into it, but basically what he's saying in here, which is full of shit, it's saying that, Dutch has been very critical of AEW, but Tony Khan gives him this amount of money. And so he should be thankful, and he should stop talking shit about AEW. Like, fuck you, Dave. Yeah. Fuck you.
Dave's a dick rider.
Yeah.
100%.
It's ridiculous. Like, hell. Tyler, you can help me. You can help me explain this, because I'm, like, speechless.
Dave's just a dick rider. He's a fucking Tony Khan dick rider. Tony can do no wrong in his eyes. He thinks Tony's the greatest booger since sliced bread, apparently. And he thinks everyone should just suck his dick and just lay down and piss in your mouth. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like,
and Dave's not beating those allegations, too, about him having stock in the company. He's not beating those allegations at all with a post like this.
Oh, he doesn't even deny it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean...
Dave's an idiot. And you know what's sad? People actually like go to Dave for like wrestling news and shit. What is his subscriber payment wall? It's like $100 to like. I think it's like $100 to like to be a part of their Discord or whatever, and like be in their like in their chats and stuff like that. It's like I'm doing this for free. I do a podcast too. I'm doing it for free. I get my news from Twitter.
We are too. You saw this podcast. We were getting our stuff from ESPN, college football. We were getting our stuff from everywhere.
And that's what Dave's doing. Dave just got caught a couple months ago saying that Backlash was going to be in the Tokyo Dome, and then retracted and said, "Oh, this was a fake fan tweet." I'm like, you've been in wrestling for what 40 years, and you mean to tell me you're not double checking your sources on fucking Twitter? You're calling everyone a fact on Twitter? What the fuck is wrong with you, dumb fuck? You mongoloid piece of shit.
All right, I got it right here. So this one's like 14. I think it's just for like the website. It's like $14.99. What's the one about the Discord? I can't find that.
I think that's $100. I think it's like between $80 to $100 to be a part of like their like on their chat on the WrestlingObserver.com site. I believe like you get like to hang out with Alvarez and Meltzer, I believe.
Also, imagine being so desperate as a wrestling journalist that you have to use fucking Discord to do that.
Yeah.
It's so, like, you couldn't do it. At least Cultaholic tries to with their own Patreon. I don't know why you would donate $10,000.
Hell, look at freaking ad-free shows. They got stuff where you can talk for, like, what, $40 to $50, talk to actual people actually been in the business. Dave's never been stepping one foot in a fucking ring before.
Right. Oh, at least Vince Russo had the fact that he stepped in a ring.
Nah. Fuck Vinny Roo too. Fuck him too.
No,
Fuck him too.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that, but I'm just saying at least he has that going for him. Funny how that works.
I mean, he booked himself to be a wrestler. Even though, bro, I'm not a wrestler, bro. But I put the world title on myself, bro, because I was the most over character on the television, bro. Shut the fuck up, you Yankee fuck.
See, remember when David Arquette was the champion as well?
Yeah. And here's to my David Arquette. I'll give him respect. At least he gave his paycheck to freaking Brian Pillman's kids, even though his fucking bitch poor wife stole the money and took it from her kids and gave it to her and her freaking husband they had and like spent it all on crack, apparently.
Oh yeah, that was I saw that episode of Dark Side. That was fucked.
Yeah.
Wow.
See that I think there's actually like a kind of a documentary about David Arquette. I think he kept wrestling after WCW to kind of redeem himself.
Yeah, he wrestled against Nick. Yeah, he wrestled against Nick Gage and that fucking stupid CZW type of shit when he got his neck sliced open from the neck of light tube. Yeah,
I think it was in GCW. That's the one Nick Gage was in. I think he's a way back to what's it called Rehab. Nick Gage.
Ah, fuck him. Fucking bank robber. Fuck him.
But anyway.
By the way, John Moxley's best friend. Literally, he says it's his best friend and one of the best wrestlers in the world.
The hardcore guys always hang out with each other. That's the thing.
Moxley thinks he's a badass. He ain't nothing but a fucking fake ass. He got choked out by the guy at Olive Garden. Did you guys hear about that story?
Is that when he was doing the jiu-jitsu tournament?
Was this?
It's on you.
So Moxley does like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I think he trained through Randy Couture for like the G1 Climax. Actually, no, he was training with Randy Couture beforehand, but he needed extra training to be able to do the G1, which is a really, really like hard tournament, mind you. Like you're having to wrestle for like which is why I love it personally.
Well, there was a tournament he did here locally. It was like somewhere downtown, apparently.
It was a no-gi. It was a no-gi tournament, right?
No, it was here in Cincinnati. It was a local like jiu-jitsu mixed martial arts type of deal.
Yeah, it was a no-gi.
And like he got tapped out by the guy that freaking worked at Olive Garden. Came to find out he works at Olive Garden and tapped him out in 5 seconds. Moxley blacked out.
I mean, to be fair, I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate here because I used to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu a lot. And a lot of these guys that did jiu-jitsu that like would go into the competitions and all that, a lot of these guys worked at like Kroger. I think one of my best friends, he owned like an ice cream shop. So, I mean, these are common people just going out to do stuff for awards. I mean, it's funny for the meme, but it's not as uncommon.
Well, it's not as common, but when you're going and telling people, I'm the best motherfucker in the world. Look at me, I'm John Moxley. Look at me do my little weird dance I do to come to the ring.
And then that happened. I get that part. I
mean, here's a guy on national television that gets choked out by the guy that works at freaking Olive Garden taking orders from people. He's the fucking cook.
Wow.
Shit. It's amazing.
He honestly should have been embarrassed by that.
He should have been embarrassed last night at the match he had against Orange Cassidy last night. You talk about a fucking clusterfuck. My God.
I did want to watch that. I think I'll avoid that match completely, to be honest.
Oh, the whole pay-per-view was bad. That's what I was telling Heath in the comment section. Big H had the best match of the card, and he was in the fucking pre-show.
I still refuse to believe that.
I am telling the truth. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and my feet haven't left the ground.
But I mean, at least Bad Bunny was able to do a Canadian destroyer. All right.
Well, at least he actually took the business seriously. Here's Orange Cassidy, works for Jakara. He got shit canned. They went out of business, and he gets picked up by Tony because he loves him so much. Wants to butt fuck him, apparently.
True facts.
Right.
You see it? Did you ever see it? Did you guys ever see any of Bobby Lashley's MMA fights?
Yes, I did.
I did.
He's actually pretty good. See if you put him in a real.
You said Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did it. He was in Strike Force.
Bobby Lashley did way better than CM Punk and Batista put together.
Yeah,
100%.
But here's the thing, though. Punk might be 0-2 in the UFC, but he's 2-0 against the fucking Bucks and Kenny Omega in the fucking locker room. And Jack Carey. He might be 0-2 in UFC. Hey, he might be 0-2 in UFC, but in AEW he's 2-0, baby. So long live CM Punk, in my view. Long live CM Punk.
Just don't talk about your abortion thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's the woke SJW. Well, I know that, but I mean, like, as a wrestler, as a TV character, and actually has the mind for the business, I respect it. I enjoy that.
But all right. So to wind down a little bit, of course, Meltzer is a piece of shit that always just trying to get attention from doing this stupid shit. Trying to, like, here's the thing, like, just what we brought up. Do I like CM Punk for his, like, opinions and shit?
Right.
No. Do I like him as a wrestler? Fuck yeah. Same thing with Jim Cornette. Do I like the fact that he has Trump derangement syndrome? No. Do I enjoy his wrestling stories? Absolutely. You can disagree with someone and still, like, have a big amount of respect. As much shit as we talk about Tony Khan, the fact that he was able to donate $5,000 to one of his bigger critics, that's.
Here's my thing with Tony. I don't hate the guy. He might be
either.
Like, he might be a nice individual, just like, he seems like a really nice guy to talk to you. But he's a fucking money mark that doesn't know shit from apple butter, and he thinks that he's the most smartest guy in his company. He's not a booker. Be the promoter of your company, and that's it. Go get someone that can do this shit.
He probably trying to be like Vince McMahon. That's what it is.
No, I mean, yes and no. He's trying to be like his dad. Because Shad Khan, for those of you who don't know, he owns Fulham. He owns the Jaguars. Shad Khan has a more hands-off approach that Set the Edge was talking about in his expose on Saxonville. You remember that whole bullshit with where they were just getting sacks and shit left and right.
Oh yeah.
And I think Tony Khan has kind of taken that attitude when it comes to wrestling. It's like, no, you need to have competent people in all aspects, whether you're running a team or an organization, to be able to make sure all the cogs in the wheel are running.
That's the thing with Tony, though, but he doesn't want people to tell him, like, here's my thing. Here's my two things I think that happens with Tony's circle. Number one, he's got douchebag yes men that just want to tell him yes so they have a job secured and, they're getting paid every week. Or two, people actually told Tony, hey, this is not good. We need to change this up, and Tony doesn't listen to him. I mean, my God, he's listened to fucking people like, what's his name? The four-eyed fucker on the pre-show. What's his name?
That fucking fruity douchebag from whatever hole he comes out of.
Yeah, RJ City. Yeah,
RJ.
He's on the booking committee. He's on there with booking.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my.
He's on the booking committee. So is that Brandon? What's his name? I can't remember his name offhand. But Brandon
Cutler, yeah. Brandon Cutler.
No. He's a Washington,
Brandon.
I think his name. I think Brandon Washington. Yeah, Will Washington. That's it. Yeah. He's on Tony's booking committee.
Now, if it was what about Christopher Daniels? Is he the part of the booking committee too?
No, apparently Daniels. I think he's only Dark might help me out here. I think he's on TV, like on the air authority figure, but like backstage, I think he's the talent relation guy, or he used to be.
Yeah, because I think Jim Ross, when he got there, he was like the talent relations guy.
I'll tell you one thing: if he was, that fight all out or all in would have never happened. I'll tell you that much if he was.
Oh yeah.
I thought that's what they had Big Show for. He was doing the talent booking.
No, Big Show just came in to be a color commentator, and he's not good at that. Now he's a part of the Ring of Honor committee. Now he's like a on-screen head of the curators now of a Ring of Honor. Now it's like, you really think Big Show has watched a fucking Ring of Honor match to make him qualified to be a part of the board? Really? Fucking really? He didn't know what Ring of Honor was till he got there. Until someone told him what it was. You think he actually watched Ring of Honor? Come on.
No, he's probably too busy watching his fucking.
Do he even wrestle anymore?
He wrestled. He wrestled last year. Yeah, he wrestled last year with Jericho, Omega, and Kota. Yeah. It was that weird Japanese match. What was like? It was like they were promoting some video game at the time, wasn't it? Something like that.
What was that video game? Do you remember what that was, Stark? It was
some Japanese game. That's why I remember it.
I had to look it up.
It's when freaking Kota Ibushi's like riding the bicycle down there, and you got Excalibur trying to take Dusty's line. He riding a bicycle. He riding a bicycle.
You know where they got that from? They got that from Minoru Suzuki. That's exactly when he was a part of that DDT, and he comes riding in on the bike on the ramp and just runs everybody over.
Yeah,
that was funny as fuck. Go ahead.
Do you remember when the Big Show played Captain Insano?
Yeah, he actually bought the rights to that. He's got the rights now to be Captain Insano. He was just there. He was at the CMA's last week, I believe, as Captain Insano on stage with somebody.
Because I think there was like a skit with was it MJF and Adam Cole, and they actually came out as Captain Insano.
Yeah, they're doing the whole best, on the yachts, and they're what a clusterfuck that storyline is. Holy fucking shit!
I just saw a top 10. I just saw a top 10 wrestling's video on that, and I looked. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
That whole storyline was just a clusterfuck. That never should have happened. The only reason why it went sour is because Punk got fired, because it was supposed to be MJF versus Punk for the unification for the world title at All In, and that's when he got fired. So yeah.
And it's no coincidence since Punk got fired that the people
know he got fired. I thought he left.
I'm sorry.
I said I didn't know he got fired. I thought he left.
Oh, Punk! No, he got fired. He put Jungle Douche in the headlock, and everyone freaked out, and they got him fired. So, Tony Khan said he was feared for his life because Punk got into his face, and told him he was a fucking clown.
No wonder why he ran back to WWE.
I mean, AEW fucked that. That's a whole different subject for a different time. But AEW fucked that whole thing up. They had a good thing going. They had a good thing going. Punk was drawing people into the building. They were making money off his merch. What was it, a couple years ago at Double or Nothing at where the Golden Knights play, I believe. It was $1 million gate because of CM Punk, not because of anyone else, but CM Punk. And they shit the bed, and Tony wasn't.
I'm trying to look for this fucking match, man. I'm trying to find it.
You might want to type in Kota Ibushi bicycle. It might just pop up on YouTube.
Okay.
I think that's what, because I remember the match. It was Big Show, Jericho, Omega, Kota Ibushi, and it was against Powerhouse Hobbs.
Did you say Ibushi?
Yes, I did.
That's
yes, I did. He's a fucking idiot. Who the fuck breaks both of your fucking ankles? I can understand breaking one, but you broke both in a match? You fucking dipshit.
And they finished the match as well. That's how stupid he was.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. So the game is called Like a Dragon, The Man Who Erased His Name. That's what that is.
I wish I can do that. Erase half the fucking roster on AEW. Holy fuck.
But anyway, we're gonna close out thoughts here. Dave Meltzer obviously is a piece of shit trying to take a charitable instance and turn it into fucking TMZ gossip. It's a bunch of bullshit. People have already exposed you for what the fuck you really are. You're basically a LARP on the fucking wrestling community. You couldn't find your own ass with the two hands God gave you, as my dad always says. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. How you want to sit there and... I mean, Tony Khan could have said fuck off anyway. But you know what? He decided to be a charitable. He decided to show off his humanity and give this man money, and you don't like that.
Yeah.
Because the whole world revolves. That's the thing. It's always been about you. It hasn't been about the wrestling business. It's always about what goes through your fucking lens. Fuck you, Dave.
Dave Meltzer is the boil on the ass of life in wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much. And Dave, if your creepy ass ever came by my nephew, I'd come by and fucking curb stomp your ass like Seth Rollins. You fucking piece of shit. God damn. Got me heated.
He's half hot.
Anyway, Tyler, do you have anything you want to add? I know you've spoken your mind here.
Dave's just a boil on the ass of life. To quote JR, that's what he is. He's a boil on the ass of life. He's a piece of shit, all because he's had a problem with Dutch for many years, and he takes it out on him and his family. He's a piece of shit. And if I was I'm not going to condone or promote it, but if I was Dutch, I would not let that slide. If I was, I mean, let's just put it this way: if I saw him in the street and I had a car, I'm not slowing down. Let's just put it that way. But that's my final thoughts on Dave. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's creepy. He's a freaking bicycle sniffing freaking jock now having ass bitch. That's what he is.
Dark, you have anything you want to add while I eat my eggs here?
Pretty much just kind of I agree with what Tyler was saying. He's just a money. He's just a shell for Tony Khan. He's obviously on the payroll. He's denied it. But he's nothing positive. I don't like these guys. Your Ross Sapps, your Alvarez's, all these guys who are connected to. I think I was listening to a guy. One of you guys might have heard of Millennial Smark. He's quite good at kind of like saying it as is as well. He obviously watches AEW and he criticizes it as well, which is when it's needed to be, of course. And he's just like similar. He just can't be bothered of all that kind of internet kind of journalism, shell kind of websites and YouTube channels where they're all riding on AEW and they can't criticize it because they just can't be straight up. So they're obviously getting some kind of benefits from Tony Khan in some way, you could tell. And all the low ball questions they ask in the media scrums as well. It's just disappointing.
Getting back to that real quick before we wrap up, there is no doubt in my mind that Tony handpicks these people to show up. There is no
100%.
doubt in my mind.
I agree with that.
Just like that one bitch last night from Fightful asking Bobby Lashley what's it like being in a company with black champions, and Bobby just shut her the fuck down. It was glorious.
100%. That I think Andy,
she
weren't you
said
the one
that on live TV?
Yeah, she said it on the media scrum. It's on YouTube. Like literally, when Bobby comes up, talks to MVP and Shelton Benjamin, she's like, "What's it like to be in a company with black champions?" And Bobby's just like, "It doesn't matter if you're black or not. It don't matter."
In the champion. He's been in WWE with black champions. What the hell is she talking about?
Exactly, and he was a former black champion. That's the thing. Everyone keeps on saying, "Oh, the WWE's never had black champions." Well,
yes, they have.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Now, if they're talking about WWE champions, maybe
I can name a bunch of them.
I mean, there might be an argument, maybe, but I mean, the top guys I can think of is Big E for the past 5 years or 10 years. It's Bobby Lashley, Big E, Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what my answer would have been to her? Did you not see the person that I was facing?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he was a black champion.
I mean, they gave Dwayne the title. I mean, the list goes on.
Dwayne the cock.
I don't know if The Rock counts. I mean, I think he leans, even though he's supposed to be half black, half Samoan, I think he goes more towards Samoan than he does black. That's just me.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm just a cracker, so what the fuck do I know? But still, that's what it seems like to me. So.
Well, one of the biggest guys who got pushed from WCW near the end, Booker T, and he resonated with WWE as well. He became a big name.
Ron Simmons, one of the most respected athletes and wrestlers in the business. Ron Simmons.
Yep, 100%.
Oh yeah, people don't talk about Ron Simmons, man.
No.
That pisses me off.
Because people don't like to go back to watch history. People are like, "Oh, history's racist." Well, guess what? There were some freaking good things that happened in the past too, dumbass.
Yeah, pretty much. Andy, what is your final thoughts on this as we wind down?
I ain't even gonna do a comment. I'm gonna pass it off to Charles.
Go ahead, Charles.
Everybody knows I don't watch AEW only because I think their story writing is horrible.
Oh, it's whack.
They have no good storyline, so I just don't even bother watching it.
That's why I just watch WWE. At least WWE got good storylines.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I want to reroute before we end this off, I want to reroute what Dark was saying when it comes to like the marks and the smarks and all that shit. Yeah. I get that we've been craving an alternative because of the PG bullshit that WWE was handing us for a couple of years, right? I get that part. But at the same time, in looking for an alternative, they rejected their roots, and their roots coming back up to harvest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't want to acknowledge that. And then you've got people like Dave who fucking enable that bullshit, and that's why it creates a mass divide amongst pro wrestling fans.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to my boy Cream, my co-host. He even said the same thing. Tony is he's on a media scrum or interview talking to someone saying, "Yeah, we don't do yearly booking no more. We're going to do weekly booking." Something myself says the same thing you were freaking making fun of Vince and all them for the past almost decade. Is the same thing you're going to adapt now. You're going to do week-to-week booking. You're not going to do 12 months in advance to book. Okay.
That's
right.
And
the only thing I don't like about WWE is them bringing these damn female rappers into the damn company.
Yeah.
Like Sexy Red, for example. Why do y'all have to keep bringing her on the damn show?
I didn't know
that's some ratchet ass shit.
Music. She doesn't even. I'm so sexy. I'm so sexy. Shut the fuck up.
Ain't nothing sexy about her.
I didn't know who the fuck she was. I had no idea. I had to Google the bitch. I had no idea.
Like, if I see one person on my Snapchat feed fucking use that song on their little story, I'm gonna go up and hit them with the fucking Rainmaker. I don't give a fuck.
Literally, like, they've been using her way too much.
And I know we're trying to wrap up like Tony real quick. Going back to that thing real quick by Tony. He told everyone they were going to do 12-month booking advance, right? Then he said they were going to go and actually have a realistic style of pro wrestling. Mm-hmm. You've done none of that shit. You think your realistic style of pro wrestling is fucking having an exploded death match where the ring didn't fucking explode? Do you think that's real? And the freaking match you had against Jericho and Orange Cassidy, what was that match called?
Mimosa Mayhem.
Yeah, it's like this is not real. He keeps on saying, "Oh, we're going to do Mid-South and we're going to do Jim Crockett promotions back in the '80s." They didn't do this shit.
What is the closest to Deep South that they've gotten? FTR, maybe.
Maybe the Ring of Honor World Title. It's a fucking ripoff of the freaking Mid-South Championship. It's the only thing it is.
Well, it's their old it's the original Ring of Honor title, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
And they're ugly. New? And they're fucking ugly. The fucking Sinclair broadcasting era of tag titles were better looking than this shit.
I mean, anytime you put silver on a belt, it just looks like shit. I hate to say it. That's why those old like tag team belts, when they started putting like the red and the blue on them, it looked like a steaming pile of shit.
Yeah. But I'm gonna shut up to this, but after that, if you want to see a really good company, Tony, hire me. I'll fucking book. I'll actually make a fucking profit, you fucking cuck.
Yeah, I'll buy tickets to that show.
I will fucking make an actual wrestling show that feels like a wrestling show. That's why I said about Collision last year. Collision, for the 2-month run they had when Punk was booking, it felt like an old wrestling show.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
With a modern look to it, because
exactly.
Do you realize this? I don't know if you guys noticed this. When they have the words of Collision with the lightning and like the conveyor belt looks, it almost looks like Tekken 3. Like when you go to the
that plus it looks like the old Nitro logo too. That's what it looked like when they're on TNT.
Right. Because I know Kenny Omega takes a lot of like influence from like gaming, so it almost reminded me of Tekken. Oh, I'm sorry. I got your fucking your channel up here. I don't know if you guys heard that. Anyway, I'm gonna link.
No, you're roboting pretty good.
If any of you guys would like to check out Tyler, there is the Pin Down podcast right there. The link is right there. I'll probably put it in the description after the show.
Actually, put it in Discord for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that'll make it easier.
What day is it?
We stream every Saturday between 6:05 on Eastern. We're not going to be streaming this week due to Thanksgiving, but we are going to be doing a pre-tape. So, yeah.
Okay.
And plus, we're on Rumble, too, if you like the uncensored version.
It's an AEW podcast.
It's a wrestling podcast altogether. We just talk about WWE and AEW and just like shit on we pretty much shit on AEW majority of the time.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what you think about the Bloodline storyline?
I like it, but it's starting to get a little bit convoluted because I think to me Roman's is better as a heel than face. I understand what they're doing because he's so loved right now by everybody, but to me, I think the real money is Roman being the fucking heel. That's me.
Yeah.
Right. I think so. They're trying to make him like the edgy, like dark hero, kind of like K-Dash in King of Fighters, where he's just like he's the hero, but he doesn't give a fuck that he's the hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it works. It works if you know how to develop a character, right?
Yeah. Right.
To develop that personality.
And that's what Triple H has done. Vince may have started in 2020, but Triple H, I think, has elevated it to better heights, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
So
the only thing they need to stop doing is bringing these damn female rappers to NXT. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Sean sucks as a booker.
I like it, but they got to be careful with the bloodline because they're starting to push away their champions. They're starting to put back their champions.
Yeah,
over the bloodline.
Yeah,
you should always end the show with your champion.
Right.
I agree with that. Yeah. It's like Cody and Kevin Owens. I really don't care about the match. I think it'll be good for Cody since Kevin Owens is heel now. But it's like, I'm kind of over that fat ass, so fuck him.
Anyway, we're gonna end this right here. Shout out to Dark and Tyler for coming on here. Love to have you guys on here. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers. Thank you.
Tyler, you're gonna have to DM me and let me know when you guys all get on WWE 2K24 so we can get that podcast War Games going on. That'll be fun.
Shoot. I'm in that.
Yeah, let me find out what I'm doing first. I'm gonna try to get if PlayStation will stop being so Jewish. I plan on getting the PSN Plus next week. So
are you guys in the Discord? Are they in your Discord? B?
Yeah, they're on Discord.
Okay, because we're gonna have to put PlayStation usernames and stuff in there. So we can add each other.
Oh, you mean link to PlayStation? No, I haven't. I should though. But anyway,
yeah. So that way we can add gamer tags.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We can talk about that offline.
Yeah, we'll talk about that offline. So, great podcast, everybody. We spent a long time talking about wrestling, but that's a good thing. We're always talking about sports on this podcast. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to look like. Monday, probably going to be on stream. I get the day before Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving off. So the day after Thanksgiving on Black Friday, I don't know why they don't call it White Friday. Damn it. I'm probably going to be streaming Metal Gear Solid 3 throughout the whole day. And then, of course, Saturday, we got the big games coming up. The Iron Bowl, Ohio State and Michigan are going to be ripping everybody's heads off each other's shoulders once again.
Don't forget, Black Friday, we get the Raiders versus Kansas City on Prime.
I don't give a fuck about that. Tyler, let me know when Desmond Ritter starts, and then maybe I'll give a fuck.
Don't forget about War Games on Saturday.
War Games is on Saturday as well. So,
cheap plug, we'll be watching in our Discord. So we'll be watching on Saturday at 6:00 on our Discord.
Yep. Should I link the Discord?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
go for it. Yeah, link it.
Or I can put it in the description too if I have to as well.
You can put it in both, actually.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know where the fuck are the invites here. I'm on PC, so here we go.
I'm excited to see what happened to Jade Cargill.
I think she gonna pop up at War Games. Like I think that whole injury thing, I don't think is real. I think it's storyline. But I don't know.
Do the Enzo and Cass thing where they have like this secret attacker or some shit like that,
and then didn't pay off nowhere. Yeah,
because I looked at the video of her laying on that car, and it looked like they just put like fake blood on her and stuff. It don't even look like real blood.
Yeah, I've seen more freaking crime scenes downtown than on TV. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody says she can't wrestle, and I just don't see what everybody else see.
She's a strong woman.
She's not like Bianca, right? She's the powerhouse. Like Bianca's doing the athletic stuff, but when it comes to the power spots, that's when Jade is really there to showcase her abilities, right?
Yeah.
That's just me. But I do like her though. I think she looks great. I mean, I think honestly, if she ever gets cast for a Marvel movie, she should be Storm in
Facts.
X-Men. So
Facts.
At
She
least
probably
she's
could
not
play
as
that
good
role just like Halle Berry did.
and plus she's banging Brandon Phillips, the former Cincinnati Reds baseman. So yeah.
Goddamn right.
What? I didn't know that.
Be peasy, be tapping that shit.
So I think, dude, me and Charles were there at AEW when they brought out Phillips and their daughter.
I love
Jade
BP.
had her match.
I love BPZ. One of my favorite second basemen to watch, man. That guy's glove was ridiculous back in the day. Just the plays he do. Oh man, good times.
So we're gonna end this off for another day. We'll be back next week after all the bloodshed on Saturday is said and done, and I will see you all later.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Peace.
Holy hell.